I've just quickly knocked out a couple of sets of pull-ups so that I've done something today, because I did not feel like doing a workout when I got home. I did end up having a nap instead. "94 parcels today, and because of one drop I ended up having to do it in 2 runs, going back to the depot for the last 20 odd parcels, because I had one drop that had got 5 parcels. One box of dog food, that was the heavy item. And then they got 2 boxes like that. Not sure what was in them, but they were light as anything. Then 2 slightly smaller packages as well, but that took up pretty much the entirety of my back seat. As soon as I cleared them out, the car was half empty again. But just for that, I had to break it down into 2 runs, but at least there was a field manager in today, so the depot was actually open to go back to. Other than that, it was a good run. A nice sunny day. I actually had to take my hoodie off. I'm about to start using the aircon in the car again. Getting warm in there. So that is the Monday update, because there's nothing else to put in on this. Right, I'm going to go watch some more climbing competitions then. I'll pick this up tomorrow, hopefully. Car park's not quite as packed now as when I got here, but still busy. Qualifiers have ended. I came 36th out of 111 men. I think there's 280 odd folks been here in total. Yeah, 36th isn't too bad. I was in the 20s at one point. Kept bouncing around between the 20s and the 40s. Overall, oh, that got dark. Overall, it's been good. So I'm just doing myself a coffee. Then we'll go back in there for a little bit. What is the time? Yeah, currently 14:55. Half past it finished, so that's been 25 minutes. That's my coffee done. Water rather. And then it's 4 o'clock is the finals. So I'm just going to see to my coffee. I'll pick you back up in a minute. It was far too hectic to do any filming in there, which is a shame. I did right at the end manage to get myself another flash, another 10 points on a climb, which I wasn't expecting. It did not be an easy one I thought it was. So I've been ignoring it. It's not as sunny as last year's was. They had a barbecue outdoors, but I think it's better overall. I will try and get some footage of the finals. and a little bit more of the setup in there. At the minute the route setters are putting the finals routes up, which is kind of a shame because it would have been nice to come in on Monday and try some of the ones that I haven't got yet. Still, a year to the next one. I forgot about this being a smaller cup, so it doesn't need as much water. Good job I stopped when I did. You can also tell the van is on a slight angle. By the coffee level, not by that. I didn't film anything in the finals after all. But that was a good round. 3 problems for the men, 3 for the women's. Yeah, good day overall. I did go back this morning to have a go at some... Well, first to have a go at the finals. Those problems are still up, most of them. I tried a couple of them yesterday, the men's ones. Couldn't get anywhere on men's 2. Men's 3, the slab, I might be able to work a bit. Women's 1, I could figure out the first half of. That's slab. That's a good one. Women's 2 is almost a flash, just a tricky last move. I could probably get that one. Women's 3 I could probably get as well. But I don't know how long these problems are going to stay up for. Maybe a week. I think they did last year. They were up for about a week afterwards. Close to 2 weeks. Speaking of, I managed to get last year's score up so I can compare this year's to last year's. Last year I finished 38th out of 101 in the male category, and I finished 45th out of 129 overall last year. This year I finished, I know I said 36th yesterday and I definitely saw that, but I somehow got bumped down to 37th afterwards. I have no idea how, but I finished 37th yesterday out of 114 in the male category. And then I finished 50th overall out of 183. So I'm up 1 place in the males and down 5 places overall. You know, I thought there were less people there yesterday than last year, but there was actually quite a few more. So it was a bigger event overall. Last year I got 196 points. 21 tops in 27 tries. This year I got 139 points, 15 tops in 25 tries. Plus 4 zones. Which is interesting, last year I didn't get... If I didn't top the climb, I didn't even get the zone. Whereas this year, there were some climbs that I didn't top, but I did get the zones on. Something else is, this year there was less problems. There was 25 problems. And last year there were 30. The maximum for each problem is 10 points on the first go. So even though it looks like I did better point-wise last year, because there's less climbs this year, I don't think I did as bad as you would think if you just looked at the points. Yeah, it's hard to tell looking at this whether I did better or not. and I can't be bothered to work out the differences proportionately between 5 less climbs and how much that would affect the points, what percentage I got. Last year there would have been 9 climbs that I didn't do then. This year there were 10 climbs that I didn't top. So yeah, I'd say I'm probably around about the same. I can't really remember any of the climbs last year, so I can't compare the difficulty that much. I know there was one climb this year that I almost flashed, and I lost 3 points on that because I just slid off the top hold. Then the climb next to that was easy moves on big holds, but it was a dyno. And that took me 5 attempts I think, so I lost a load of points on that one. What else was there? The climbs in the cave, the yellow on the back wall I pinged off. That was a crimpy climb. I should have flashed that, but I just pinged off. That cost me 3 points as well. Should have brushed them holds before I pulled on. What else was up there? There was that one. There was the easy pink I did. I managed to flash the long orange in the roof, just about. And that leaves the yellow and the mint, which I haven't done and couldn't get any further on today either. Downstairs, half of them were taken down for the finals, so I can't have a go at any of them again anyway. I did get one yesterday after the competition, which in hindsight I could probably have got if I stuck with it a bit longer. But the problem when it's crowded is other people try and get on as well. You also don't have a whole lot of room on the walls. There's one on the corner of the block where I was trying it, and I was very aware that I was just like that far away from a crowd of people behind me, because it just funnels people through that bit. I did try it again a bit later on, but didn't top that one. So yeah, I think working on dynamic stuff be helpful for next year. Slab work, do that. Yeah, it was a good day overall, good competition. Didn't record as much of it as I was hoping I was going to, because that was going to be the main bulk of this video. I suppose technically by this point it still is. But I was going to try and get a fair bit of the problems in if I could. Did have a very nice pulled pork bap bun. God, I'm not Derbyshire. Pulled pork bun that was just stacked like that, with pork and then some cheese and coleslaw. The bun was disintegrating on it. And then a jammy dodger tart, which was about that thick. That cost 10 quid altogether. That was definitely worth it. Would have liked to have tried some of the other tarts, but I couldn't after that one. It was definitely nice. Yeah, that was the bakery that they had in. There were a couple of other stalls in as well. I didn't look at them all that much. Too busy climbing. That's going to be it for this video then, I think. Nothing else. No, nothing's coming to mind, so that's going to be it. All done. go and do myself a protein shake, go get a shower. So thank you for watching. If you've made it to the end, well done. And I'll hopefully have another one next week. Goodbye.